Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. We're back at the Kerbal Space Center. I played the game for about 2 hours on my own. Put a few satellites into orbit. I did the other one. I did one in a polar orbit, as well as not Minmus at the moon, as well as a couple into. Come on, there we go. As well as a couple of them into lunar orbit, of varying orbits. There was one that I got, this one I think I had to get really tight. It said with minimal difference. Normally you can be off by quite a bit and it's okay with it. This one I had to really play with the ascending and descending nodes and the apoapsis and periapsis to get it to be happy. Yeah, anyway, you can see Sat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After I did Sat 1 with the solid rocket boosters, I'm going with the liquid fuel asparagus staging for Sat 2 and on. Just gives you more control, otherwise at the very beginning it gets really awkward and wants to fall to a side. It's kind of screwy. Anywho, after doing those few satellite missions, we have acquired, there we go, a little science. Let's pop into the science center and see what we want. I think, because we're going to start launching slightly bigger things now, I think I want the mainsail and the twin bore are nice. No. Yeah, and this guy is nice too. So 160, 160, that should be 320. So I should have enough for both of those guys. Yeah, we'll get that. And we'll get this. Yes. Anything else is nice, but not necessary at the moment, at least. Yeah. We'll make do with that. So, we have some missions. Oh, we'll go to Missions Control Center. I don't remember upgrading this much, but apparently I have maxed it out. Maybe because I'm playing easy. Temperature surveys, no. Protected, no. And outpost on Duna, maybe, but this one is so. Look at all the requirements. On Duna, antenna docking port and generate power. Supporting 11 Kerbals, 6,000 units of liquid fuel, a viewing cupola, 7,500 units of electrical charge, and must be on wheels. I mean, it gives you 1 million Kerbal bucks, 1.5 million, and the reward is 4.2. So it's an insane reward, but that much? It's crazy. A part of me wants to take it, but on wheels. Oh, it's so much. It's so huge. I'm gonna hold. I have 5 days, so even if this one disappears, another one will come up for a Duna station, Duna outpost. That's just so many requirements. It has to be huge. Anyway, for active missions, dock 2 vessels. We're going to be building an orbital station around Kerbin anyway. That's when we'll dock. So those will complete each other, kind of. I have a few rescue missions to do. I'll get to those on my own time because they're just rendezvous, and you saw me do one of those already. I could kick off space tourism, but honestly that's just launching a ship with a dude. But I got one that's explore Minmus. Space around Minmus, land, and recover from space on Minmus. We're going to go to Minmus. That's what this mission is going to be about. This episode is going to be about. Minmus is the further out moon in Kerbin's orbit. So here we got the moon, and then further out we got Minmus. Tiny little rock. This isn't the best graphics for it here in the viewing station, but it's a nice little rock. Its gravity is very, very, very forgiving, so it's a good place to land on for your first extra Kerbin trip, exploration, what have you. So I'm going to go into the VAB. I'm going to build that thing out, and I'll meet you guys on the launch pad. Alright, I lied. Not quite to the launch pad yet. We're actually going to create a few custom Kerbals. In keeping with the theme, we're going to keep naming them Kerbins. True. Courage. High. Stupidity. A little bit. Is it pilot? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Badass. True. Bads. Close on completion. True. False. This is a new version of custom Kerbin, so I'm kind of still getting used to it, but I think I can create. Okay, so he's in there now. And now I can go and name female, and she's going to be a scientist. Less stupidity, a little more courage. Create. Close. So now I have those two in here. Yep, Corin and Mirax. He's a pilot and she's a scientist. Because we're going to take a ship that has 3 spots in it. So we're going to have one be Jebediah to give us a little more control as a pilot. And then Carson and Mirax are going to go with him. I'm sorry, Corin and Mirax are going to go with him to flesh it out and so they can gain some experience. So now I'm going to go into the VAB and build it out. Now I'll see you guys on the launch pad. Alright, we're now on the pad with what I've dubbed the Minmus Mark 1. Twin bores, asparagus staging, mainsail in the middle, ridiculous thrust to weight ratios in the beginning, and then when I light that it gets kind of weak. Oh, actually I want to combine and put this guy to activate with those 4. That helps. Of course by that point we're in space, and honestly, if you go back to the VAB you can play with it and you can see this is much better when you're actually on Minmus. But you got to get into space with all of this, hopefully. I think I can do that. We shall see. We'll leave it at half throttle, that should be good. Here we go. Yeah, we're climbing nicely. First time I built something this, well, in this playthrough with the Rockomax size, the 2.5 meter fuel tanks and engines. We're going to start pitching over already for our gravity turn. Good. That should serve us pretty well. About 4 seconds left of fuel in those tanks. And there they go. We're still only at half throttle, but we're still increasing our speed. I'm actually going to drop off just a little bit. I don't want to get going too fast while we're still in the low-ish atmosphere. Far enough up now we can thrust full throttle, I believe. Actually, no, we're going to pull it back. It just sounds really aggressive. But our apoapsis is rising, our time to apoapsis is rising as well. Sorry, I'm just busting out science wherever I can. That's the name of the game here. Get science. Received and received, cool. So we are getting atmospheric effects. Oopsie. But we'll be plowing through that in just a moment. It's not enough to really hurt anything. It's a little inefficient, but it's, like I said, it's not going to hurt anything. Alright, so we're definitely going to breach the atmosphere. We're up at 90 kilometers already. Our time to apoapsis is quite high. We're actually going to kill that for now. We got a little fuel left in there. We want to use as much of that as possible to help get us into orbit, because once we get to these guys, our thrust weight ratio is not that great. Plenty for in space and operating on Minmus. Then it'll be like 7 or 8 times. But for orbital insertion, that's kind of weak sauce. Let's see. Almost. There we go. Ooh, hey, we are in space. What's that going to cost? 935? Okay. It's 53-second burn. Ooh. That being said, we're going to start burning now, because I know we're going to burn through this pretty quick. Then we're going to get to these guys, and it's going to be weak sauce. Oh, let's go ahead and give you a little thrust for vectoring here. There we go. Full throttle. We're going a little early because this guy's going to empty out. He's not going to have enough delta V. He's only going to have about a third of the delta V we need in that, and then we're left with these weaker guys, which is a pity. Kaboom! Yeah, so now, yes. Oh, actually, well, I was a little early, but still, better to be early with these guys than to be late. Yeah, oh, look at all those solar panels. Pretty. I put solar panels both on the outriggers and the main one because I knew at some point we'd ditch these and just come back on this. At least that's the plan. At this point, we can do fuel transfers, so that's a big help. Yeah. We'll probably do a little fuel transferring around at the end. I think once we get to Minmus, we'll probably stop using this engine, just rely on the 4 Terriers on the outside. We'll see. Alright, let's see. We still have a minute till apoapsis. Oh, our apoapsis is rising, which is excellent. Yes. Pushing our apoapsis out ahead of us, which is great. So at this point, I can get rid of that guy because I know what I'm looking for. I got the numbers right here. Alright, out of the surface. Out of the dense atmosphere, there's the camera change. Wobble, wobble. Excellent. We are in orbit, out of the atmosphere. Beautiful thing. Thing of beauty. And so now, there's Minmus. So to get to Minmus, yeah. Minmus is a little bit inclined. So before you actually take off, it's helpful to adjust your, adjust your ascending and descending node. There. That'll be good. Ooh, it turns very, very slowly. Turns oh so slowly. Stop, 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 stop. Excuse me. Oh. Must have passed over a biome we hadn't been over yet. Probably a shores of some sort. We're going to warp up a bit. So 24-second burn, so it says. Should go about 12, so we'll hit it about 15 seconds. Ooh, get back on that node, buddy. Oof. Scary. Oop. There's actually two ways to do this to match their, or Minmus's inclination. You can do it here, which actually might be a little more fuel inefficient. Or else you can do it on your way out there. Close enough. What are we at? Yeah, so we're within 1 degree, so that's doable. And now, just like going to the moon, I want to put Minmus on top and go 90 degrees. Add maneuver, and you're going to burn prograde. Should be in the 800 region. Or 900 maybe. Ah, you can see we get... Oh, there was an encounter. Woo. So we are going to come in a little bit below it, which is fine. And now is that wonderful time where we can adjust the orbit, or adjust it. Nope. Whoa. So that is on the return, which is fine. Just doable. Yeah, we'll go with that. We will take that maneuver. We will live with it. That'll take 886 meters per second of delta V. We have 3.5 thousand, so we'll be okay. Interesting. Anywho, let's warp to the next maneuver. Oh, so slow. Whew, whew, whew. Alright, coming up to the maneuver here in just a bit. Minute and 34-second burn. Splitting, oh my, math, it hurts. We're just gonna burn now. Maneuver nodes are nice, but once you get experienced, not that I'm saying that I am experienced, more just from watching, but once you know how to set them up, really it just gives you a starting point, and then after that, you can do what you need to do to make it work. Now, I might have hit that burn a little early, but that's okay. We can always get it close and adjust it once we're on our way out. It's a small sphere of influence opening there. Coming in, oh, equatorial, or I'm sorry, polar to it. Oof, what's this? Tylo Valley. Oh, that's Jewel, I think, and his family there. Alright, so we're down a good chunk of the way. 300 meters per second left, and now we should start seeing this shoot out quite a bit quicker. I'm hoping. Anytime now, buddy. Exponentially would be great. Ooh, there it is. Alright, so that maneuver node was a little bit shy of what we wanted. That's okay. Ooh. Oh, just that half a second of thrusting there, and I missed it. I overshot it. Poop. we slow down. I know, sadly using up a little extra fuel, but it helps. Alright, let's see. Encounter. Give me an encounter. I know there's one there. Ah! There we go. So it's way off to the side, but that's okay. We can do a lot of things to change that. Bring it up more ecliptic? Yeah, we can make it work. So we're on our way to Minmus. I think that's enough for this episode. This should be episode 14. Pick up right away in just a moment at episode 15 when we hopefully land on Minmus. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like, hit subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell all the YouTube friends. I don't know. Spread the word, and I'll catch you later.